What's up, y'all? Okay, I didn't know why it wasn't showing me on the stage. I'm still learning this, so I didn't mean to have him on there yet. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into this intro because we got a lot to talk about. I can't put in the words how I feel. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody else loves me like you can't even deny. All right, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. You catch a replay. Welcome in. Okay, so we got a lot to discuss right now, and it's very it's a lot. So let me see what I want to discuss first. I'm gonna discuss with two people. Well, one that went, well, one that's on there, and one that wasn't. So as you guys know, let's start here. Johnell is working with a Drew Sidora. Now, he has a new film that he will be filming with Brian J. Wright, Drew Sidora. He got a lead role, so congratulates him for a suspense thriller. Now, I was just listening to one of the content creators who did a little, little reading on him and Bree, and I was listening to everything, and she stated he was going to get more roles and what he had to do for his twins that he has coming, but the relationship allegedly with Bree is not right. And I have been my bad y'all. I have been sensing that for a while. That was the case. Now the tea that I'm gathering is that they have the twins is gonna do what he can as a father and therefore on, which I agree that he's going to do. Now I would play the video that he has with Drew Sidor, but Drew decided to go into the comments. Now we all know Drew had a bad week, Courtney. Filming Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's been said that her and the girls are not working out. Everything is not falling into place. And that for on. Well, she left this. Uh-huh. She put hearts on the Johnell pictures, honey. I don't know how Brianna feel about that at this point, but I feel like this is just his, a lot of people is like this. His work girlfriend is just work. It's just work. It is. I'm proud to see Johnell being quiet. He hasn't said anything. Johnell has been focusing on his craft, which is this here. I give that to him. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it brief. If Bree sit here and do what she is doing and keep continuing to bash him, and he get the notoriety he's getting, her little Bree Hive gonna have a hard time. If he keeps building his work ethic with gaining fan base, because there are going to be some women that's going to gravitate towards him, then Bree Hive's going to have a hard time trying to bash him when the time comes because he has a notoriety and fan base. So he played his cards right, to be honest. I hate to say it. I really don't think their relationship is going to last any longer because he has to keep what he has going on and he don't need that, bad publicity, which it will be that if he deals with her. It'll spew into that. So I give him that and we just gotta give him a little grace. But while he's sitting here filming, she's sitting in the car being bored and she says she can't wait till he come home. Baby, it seems like that man ain't studying you. It seemed like he come get whatever he get and go home. While you out here sitting here trying to keep your child away from her father. It seemed like he come boom bam, thank you, ma'am, and go home. It seems like he's not interested. He's more focused on his career. And I feel like he's not that into her anymore. I just hope that they have a great time co-parenting because the more he grow and get more into himself and his craft, the more I feel like he ain't with it, baby. He not. So I do wish her healthy pregnancy. I hope them twins. Listen, I want the twins to kick up butt. I can't wait to see it. I do. Y'all know how I liked it when Liv. Y'all know if y'all been watching on UT streets, Liv life and she got AJ and AJ be giving her for her money. Baby, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love when the babies come in, when these parents be toxic and be buttholes and sit here and ha. I like when the babies come out and just get them hell. It'd be the perfect combination of life because you deserve it. And we're speaking of giving hell. Them twins gonna give this one hell too. First of all, I want to say she looked nice. We know this look gonna last 2 to 3 day business days, and not including the weekends. It's not gonna last long because Peach don't like to have a nice full face. Her hair gonna last, but the face ain't gonna last. We'll see how long the hair gonna stay lasting because it's braids, but we'll see how long that face lasts. So Peach is under scrutiny. She looks nice. I like it. I've been asking Peach, Peach, keep this up. Peach, we love how you look nice. Peach, we love how you look good together. Peach, we love how you come. And she was like, everybody want me to look good because I'm not. No, it's the fact is that you carry yourself in a good way. You look nice. You look presentable. You call yourself an influencer. You gotta walk it like you talk it, right? But Peach is under a lot of scrutiny, honey. And it is so bad. She's under a lot of backlash right now. So this lady named Boss Lady Rita. Hey, how you doing? Her name is Boss Lady Rita, and her daughter is a 19. Now, her daughter does nails. She sells custom press-on nails. They're nice, they're gorgeous. Now, it was sent to Peach. Y'all excuse me. People just rude. They just come in and out. I'm in downstairs because I know kids up there having fun. Just a little vacay going on. Now, Peach said some things about the lady daughter. Now, these nails are gorgeous. Like, if I was back in Florida, I would go to her. For her to be 19, she's doing a great job. And shout out to this mother because the mama got her together. This is what Peach had to say about the girl and her nails.
Because I said the bitch nails was ugly. Everybody go buy the nails.
That's what she said about this young lady nail. Hold on, y'all. So that's what she said about this young lady nails. Now, we're gonna read what the mama said. So the mama said, Peach, you're 30 something. Making videos about a 19-year-old, what is really wrong with you. But I left you what she has a mother. Basically, she got a mother that's present. You can say that to her. So basically, so Peach went live, and this is what people was doing in the live, which really blowed me.
I'm gonna drop my napkin. I'm only mean to those who mean to me. They start with me. I finish. But yeah, I'm loving my little life tonight. Oh, thank you. You gave me another napkin if I drop my little handkerchief. Thank you. But yeah, I like salt. Cause this is house-made butter. For those of you who never had house-made butter, it's not salty like regular butter. So I like to add salt to it. I don't have. Thank you, Dorothea, for the super chat. I don't have any morning sickness. pinch
careful,
you.
guys. Be careful.
Even if they
Lisa,
whooping us,
thank
we
you.
gonna pinch them peach patch. He fighting. We might snipe. Yeah, you better be careful with me. I feel like Cardi B. Be
Be
careful with
careful.
me.
Guys,
You
guys, guys, guys.
know who
Wallah, be
you
careful, guys.
battling with a peach patch,
Farasha,
baby. At the
thank you.
last time we
Smetali,
might do
thank you
you
very
in. You
much.
never know.
Guys, 16 wins,
You
16
never
wins,
know.
16 wins.
Shout out to Marty Jones. Marty Jones holding me down with the golf, the
Farasha,
dolphin,
thank you.
the
Guys,
dolphin
guys, guys,
piece.
guys, guys.
Thank you so much.
And you know, see a tornado is
Faraj!
coming.
The finished! The finished! Wallah, thank you very much.
We lost, but I'm gonna thank my top
Thank you,
10. Shout out to
Sniper.
Jamaica, shout out to Chelsea,
Please,
shout out to
guys.
Charlene,
Oh, hey, Sarah, and
Marty
good, you have
Jones, Marty
booster
Jones.
fast. Wallah,
I'm
Sarah, good,
Adrian,
Angie, Sniper, Maria.
MC Shan, Tika, everybody who double tapped the screen, everybody who
Wallah, thank
engaged
you,
in the
Farish.
comments. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
y'all.
Farish. Wallah, shukran.
Now, when I
Thank you
see
very
you
much,
around
guys.
next time, I'm
17
gonna
wins.
beat you.
17 wins. Thank you, Wallah. Thank you for him. Thank you very much, guys. Wallah, thank you.
We got beat, but we'll battle him one day again. Thank y'all. For those of you who want to learn more about battles, buy my bundle for $1. I teach this. I normally don't battle, but he had 3,000 people over there. We had 3K. We had to accept that. We on YouTube getting super chats. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me thank my supers.
Okay, so basically, they were throwing. I was trying to get that in. On her comments, y'all, they were throwing tomatoes. Everybody was like, "What's up with tomatoes? Dolphins and tomatoes." So the girl that she talked about is 19. She is from Miami, Florida. And when I say they were flagging peach comments with tomatoes, I was like, oh my God. I don't know. I don't care why they throwing tomatoes. They don't have to like it. I don't know. She kept saying she don't know why. Girl, you know why they were throwing tomatoes at you because you called that 19-year-old girl a B. I feel like if you don't, she claims that when she grew up, she used to be called that. You don't call your daughter that. I want nobody to call gorgeous that. Why would you call somebody else child that? If you have so much of a childhood trauma, why would you allow yourself to call a 19-year-old somebody else's daughter who's way younger than you the B word? If somebody walk up to gorgeous and call her that, you'll be ready to fight. You'll go on social media rant and tell everybody. And I don't think that's fair. Treat people, children, how you want your children to be treated. Because the way you treating them, somebody else is gonna mistreat your children. And then you're gonna be very upset. And it goes both ways, Peach. You have to be woman enough to say, okay. And this is why I say she gives a peach patch wrong advice. She gives a peach patch to be just utterly crazy. I'm gonna use a great word because those are the same women who probably sit at home and call their children out their name. Oh, well, Peach does it and scam and go do the same thing. And it make me so upset when half of y'all in Hillsborough County, y'all be liking and sucking up our butt. She's nothing to suck up to but a toxic drama person. She's a very toxic field. And y'all keep being negative and filling yourself with toxicity listening to her. You're going to turn out worse than her. She gives bad advice. Totally bad advice. Because the stuff that she say is ridiculous, honey. Very ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I hope she get it together because this is too much. Now we gonna get into something a little more different. Now, y'all know we talked about, well, first before I get into it, we're gonna get into this. So first I want to send my prayers to British and Lorenzo's daughter. Lorenzo is facing 10 years for pandemic fraud. He's facing up to 10 years in prison. British is doing 4 years in Virginia right now, I believe Virginia. They have a daughter who is, I say, between the ages of 5 and 7. British went to jail first for her crimes that she committed with the Social Security and stuff. And her baby father, who she shares her daughter with, is now facing 10 years. Now, British has been in prison for the past year. Let me see if I can find that information. Oh, no, we're going to get into that one, honey. But let me see where I put it at in my slide. Is it this? No, we're going to talk about that too. But basically, He well, I can't find it. But basically, I thought I put it in here. But basically, I'm gonna tell y'all the rundown. That he is facing 10 years. He had got thousands and thousands of dollars from the pandemic money that everybody was getting at the time. It came traced back that that's what he was doing and the things that he was doing, because when she did the interview, she also talked about it as well with Carlos King. Well, things traced back and it was said to be, hey, this is what he's doing, but he had more money than her. So he is facing a legitimate 10 years that he is facing right now. I wish him the ultimate best. I hate that they have to go through this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. Hold on, I'm finna upload it because there's some other things I wanted to discuss as well. Because we got some things with the Cardi B drama too. So we gonna talk about it. There's a lot of things I wanted to discuss. We gonna get into it. It's just gonna be a long live. I hope y'all bear with me. This is gonna be a lengthy live tonight. We're gonna discuss Cardi B and Armand tomorrow because that is a whole wild whirlwind. So it, where is it, y'all? Hold on. Okay, former professional. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Neighbors, former. Get into this. Former professional basketball player and ex-basketball wives cast member Lorenzo has pleaded guilty for fraud for misusing pandemic related to funds. What's even crazier is that this is happening about a year after his ex-fiance British Williams was sentenced to 15 counts of fraud. The 41-year-old pleaded guilty to theft of more than $250,000 in pandemic related funds. Gordon admitted to fraudulently applying for multiple paycheck protection program loans. In addition to that, three economic injury disaster loans. That's when they were giving it out during the pandemic. They were giving it out that if you had a business, they were giving it out. Like if you pay people, they were giving it out. The Social Security, they were giving out PPP loans. They were giving out all that stuff. Okay, it has been reported in PP loans in 165 thousand seven 70,000 in EIDL loans. On top of it, it's being reported he got money advances. According to reports, he applied the money under several business names, including Logo Fitness LLC, Elite Basketball Training LLC, and Elite Health and Fitness Company. If he is found guilty, Gordon faces up to 10 years of prison and a $250,000 fine. As previously stated, this is coming just 1 year after his ex-fiance was found guilty of admitting fraud and sentenced to 4 years of prison. She was ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $565,000. So when British get out, she has to pay $565,000. If he get the 10 years, his restitution will be $250,000. Now, I don't know when his court date is. I'm not sure when it is, but I do want to send my prayers out to that little girl because she just lost her mother to being in prison at this point, and now her father may be going, and it is a very, very sad case. I want to wish them well. This is very disheartening. I do feel like, a lot of people are going, this is same federal cases offenses that um I believe we're going to talk about Eric Adams is facing, but his is because he had a failure to report to the, I guess when he did his taxes or whatnot, allegedly, but we're going to get into it. Failure to report his, things that he was receiving as gifts, the things he was receiving as money wise. So he was failing to report that. And now that he is facing some time in prison, New York and, things that he was doing. So it's a very, very disheartening. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I mean, listen, all these people are getting caught up. A lot of people thought he was getting caught up with the Diddy thing, right? And we got some information on him. So, oh, Jesus. The more this case is unraveling, the more a lot is coming out. It is crazy to me, all this information. So as we know, 50 Cent has signed his basically his deal with Netflix with the Diddy documentary. Okay. They were trying to keep it away. There's some people that he's talking to. He's getting it filmed, he's getting it wrapped up, he's talking about the situation. And he goes and says, Diddy Oil Johnson and Johnson coming soon. Laugh out loud. Y'all know he's been taking shots at Diddy. And then he said, I've been telling y'all about the weird inch. I don't do no puffy parties. You don't believe me, but I bet you now believe me now. So basically it came out from Lecrae, who was a gospel singer. Remember, he was a gospel rapper, and they say he don't do it anymore. I don't know why. That ain't my business. But it came out to say, Lecrae came out and said, hey, he did an interview where he basically said someone told him he need to leave by 1 a.m. Okay. Lecrae said he wanted to stay. They felt like because he's a church boy that he ain't never seen nobody get a little forget, you know. So Lecrae was like, I'm stay. I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna help change things and I'm gonna help do this, right? I'm gonna help in the studio. We gonna help organize. We gonna help get things together. Lecrae said, baby, 1 a.m. came. After 1 o'clock, they were done. After 1 o'clock, he walked out. Lecrae said he seen allegedly two men on the couch in a, getting busy. So he said someone told him, this is why I didn't want you to stay. You know, this industry can be very dark, very demonic. And the energy you give, you have so much light that I don't want you to be a part of this. So Lecrae had took it to understand what they meant. Well, R. Kelly has came out behind the prison walls to talk about his best friend and that. He said, hey, you know, they trying to tear us down as black men in power. You know, the things he did, they're trying to put it out there and they trying to just rip us down. R. Kelly, you still ain't take no accountability of what you did. Now, granted, after everything came out and died down, there were some truths that came out. But we gonna keep it above. R. Kelly, you have not taken accountability of marrying that girl when she was young, when she was here on this earth. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. You still ain't take no accountability of sitting here. We heard you tell women if they got their passport to come back to America from Africa. You still ain't take no accountability to where you sat here as a grown man and not you thought y'all thought Brian McKnight was the original. No, baby, it was R. Kelly because he wasn't in them children life at all. And them children had no feelings, no feelings of that man when he went away. They had none. They didn't. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? No. So there's some information that is swirling around that basically, basically, basically that allegedly that the baby oil is not baby oil. The baby oil they found is allegedly not baby oil. You guys can go look up what it is allegedly is. It's a R rug. The right range of federal documents do discuss the out of control and failed parties allegedly organized by the rapper. Some other mentions of narcotics in the indictment are Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing to them, controlling their careers. Basically, it's GHB, I believe. And someone mentioned on TikTok that said, hey, you know, Rumors are circulating it's not baby oil. The feds confiscated about 1,000 bottles of GHB at Diddy's place, a rug, sorry, known on the streets as liquid E. The drug is a clear, slippery liquid that only applied to the body acts as a performance enhancing addictive mentality and physical paralyzing. So y'all seen them pictures in them videos of where people he was pointing, he was like, look, they like he was saying, hey, he basically said that this what happened at a Diddy party and them folks looked to pass out. They're basically saying because they've got touched with that substance or they had it in their alcohol beverages that they got, passed out. Now, his lawyer has been going round town hard, working hard for this man. And from word on the streets, Diddy is not happy with his legal team at this point. He's probably looking for some more people because this lawyer is making rounds. He's doing the protests for him, speaking, trying to make him look good in a good light. And Diddy is feeling allegedly, y'all, this is alleged, that basically he is harming his case for him to come home and eat his steak and lobster and figure out what he want to get into today and have his party hardy. So we're gonna play a little clip of what he said. I didn't play the full thing. We're gonna play a little bit and then we're gonna get back to some commentary.
And it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused. He's engaged. He's helpful. He's confident. We're going through our defense as we do every day. And his spirits are relatively good.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
That's where you messed up. Nobody knew it was more. Nobody knew it was more. So I'm like, you really gonna say, oh, it was more, that's consensual. We read the documents, sir. And we understand that you want to cover it up for your client. We read them documents, baby. Oh, we read them up and down. Oh, I did a whole video as well as plenty and thousands, maybe hundreds of other YouTubers, content creators. Everybody read that document, honey. It is nothing you can say or do on this green planet of earth that belongs to the Lord to save that man. We read them. We seen what they say he did. And everybody said the same thing in them documents. Everybody can't be lying. Everybody said the same thing. Everybody can't be lying. It's crazy to me. Everybody says the same thing. Now we just find out allegedly Young Miami got a new man. While he's sitting up there waiting on child, honey. Let me tell you something about a woman. One thing about a woman, I'm gonna tell you something. She's certain women ain't gonna tell you what they go through, but when you notice they move on quick after that one got out their way, something was going on between them two. I don't care what Young Miami say. I don't care how cute she try to put it. Something was going on. Something was a brewing. Now, we gonna talk about somebody who y'all thought was tied to him. It wasn't. Yes. Mr. Eric Adams, who wants to sit here and do the things that he wants to do to every person. And lock folks up and all that. Yes, Mr. Eric Adams, honey. So Mr. Eric Adams is indicted. They say he faced up to 45 years in prison. Now, basically, he didn't disclose his travel benefits and things that he received in 2000 and 2019 with him and the lady he was with. So a lot of people feel like, oh, come on now, that don't make sense. Da da da. Well, eventually, from what is being said, that it wasn't just because he didn't turn nothing in. The fact that he was getting this money that was supposed to go to something and he was taking the money out of that, which was $10 million, and using it on travel and all them other things of his necessity of lavish living. I want to read the court documents. I want to talk a little bit of it here. I want to read the court documents because I know they're small. I know it's going to take a lot. What am going to do tomorrow, I'm going to do a separate video. We're going to get deeper to it. It's 51 pages. Okay, so basically, he was working with the Turkish, allegedly, real is in the document, and making promises. Promises didn't fulfill. He took some money out of, I think he was over the community part, the community board or something like that. I'm gonna do more research on that, and it was $10 million. So the what was to help the New York City residents and things of that nature. He took now his friend, y'all remember his friend who sat here and got into it with Larry Reed and got into it with Tasha K and blocked me over a video because I talked about him and Tasha K while he's sitting behind bars. And I say, I really believe that he set that up for some quaint in New York City. He was a pastor, honey, Mr. Whitehead. Oh, and hit up North Carolina beat and sat there and threatened him with a good time and he didn't care. Yeah, him. Hmm. That one. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. That one. Yeah. While he's sitting behind bars because he tried to get him. He was like, oh, because I'm hanging with him, he can get in trouble. And he was like, don't put me in that. Hmm. Mr. Mean old, growing hair, being friends with everybody in prison. Yeah, child. I don't know what Eric Adams got going on. He pled not guilty this morning. Sir, if it's in the court document, you just prepare yourself and see if you can play it. What you should have did was play it guilty to get a lighter sentence. And I'm gonna say this. We're gonna get into the orange man in a couple of minutes. But if the orange man can run and do another term and sit out here and act like he untouchable and sit out here and act like he run the world, that got him thinking he allowed like he 5 years old to make him hush because they don't want him to throw a tantrum. This man should be able to run. He should. It's fair. But see, the thing is, that orange man was sitting here bribing for votes and paid because everybody said they did not vote for him that day and set it up to win. So if that's the case, y'all should let Eric Adams run. Shoot, why not? I mean, it's ain't it the same thing? Oh, okay. Okay. Now, first of all, I want to send my prayers to Young Dolph. I love Young Dolph music. And I feel like he was taken away. He was so creative. Um, Young Dolph didn't talk about Cat. He didn't talk about he talked about the money he got and how he got it, but he never disrespected women or anything of that nature. He mostly was like a younger Jay-Z giving the game, because I remember Jay-Z back then when he did his music, he gave the game of how to get the money. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph did that, but he also talked about how he grew up in the hood and what he went through and how he overcame it and became a millionaire. This young man named Justin took Young Dolph's life with other people for $800. Now that it's said, I hate to bring up Gotti. It's nothing to him. I will get into more about him in a minute because I feel like Gotti need to be careful and Gotti need to release some people in his camp because at this point it's about to go down. To me, allegedly to me, it's about to go down. That's my thought on it. Okay, so Dolph and Gotti had beef, right? The beef was going on for a while now. We seen pictures where they were cool, hanging, whatever, and all of a sudden somehow beef erupted. So Gotti has a record label, CMG, and Young Dolph had his own record label, which made one of his artists huge today that worked with Megan Thee Stallion, Key Glock. He's worked with a lot of people. He's out there. He's keeping it going, which is his cousin. He's keeping a legacy and things that artists on the label keep pushing to keep that label growing. He's doing a lot. Young Dolph was killed leaving out of a place that he loved to go to. Okay. This young man took the fall. It was more people involved. Now Yo Gotti brother got killed early in January. They had already knew that he was part of it. Now, word on the street is they saying that Yo Gotti and his brother had paid for him to have lawyers already, and they paid for his lawyer. This is allegedly. I'm not sure. I gotta look more into it, but I'm just gonna say allegedly because I know how the streets are, and I know how the streets can be. I've grew up around people in the streets. I've been around the streets. I know. Um, Basically, Yo Gotti, they saying Yo Gotti is just to see it's on a CMG. Juke got unalived because of the fact was they found out it was a retaliation. So really this trial in this case was a 2-in-1 when you think about it, because they already know what had transpired and what was going on. They knew it was like a rap war. They unalived Adolph, pew pew him 20 times. Um, They found some things in the car. They knew who they were. And this is what the young boy had to say, okay? I think before he got sentenced, he said, these niggas taking criminal responsibility. I'm taking street responsibility. Regardless, I'm forever the biggest that can throw away the keys before I eat the cheese. That's right. They can't throw away the keys before you eat the cheese. And that's what they did, baby. You have allegedly, you took the fall, okay? Here's my thing, and I've been advocating this for the longest. Young Dolph love his hood. He did a lot for me for Memphis. Okay, let's put it out there. Um, when you hit a certain tax bracket, and a lot of men say this, and I want to say this to my black men, because you see somebody with the nice cars in the jury, most men in that area are not going to gatekeep. They're going to let you know how you can get it. All you got to do and ask and apply yourself. And this type, Young Dolph is the type that would have educated this man on how to get it. He wouldn't have had to do none of that. Like he was that type. So to me, to my black men, because I know y'all, and black boys, because I know y'all seeing all this stuff go on with these, with the Diddy and the R. Kelly, and then, if you reach your tax bracket and you go back home and try to help, you get on the live. You can do what you can, but keep your head on the swivel. And then there are black boys and men that get jealous. You do not have to get jealous of somebody. Apply yourself. So my advice is to apply yourself. When you reach a certain level of power, don't let power corrupt your mind to where you are in power and you treat people a certain way. Always keep yourself on the swivel up the top, but keep yourself middle level so you won't fall so hard. Just because you see somebody with the cars and the clothes, don't mean that you got to take whatever somebody give you to do something, because they not there to help you. So apply yourself. I've said this before and I say it again. You're only doing justice of helping the people that see you as a threat, not because you have. My bad, y'all. Always, you're not hated because you in the streets. You gonna be hated because you got a college degree. You gonna be hated because you done brought properties and you can give them to your kids. That's what they don't like. You can be hated because you got a business. But if you don't run it to where they gotta get in your business, you good. So I want to say rest in peace to young Dolph, man. Like, this is sad. And this young man life for the rest of his life is gone. Like, y'all gotta understand that y'all really helping throw away the key on y'all self and be like, oh, we got another one. You can't be that way. This man could have been striving with he would have been married by now, done great things, put out great music. been bigger than what he is, but because of jealousy and because people wanted to have more power and stay in power for somebody else, it just didn't. It's I mean his company is rising, but it's rising without him, which is sad. So we're gonna move on. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh. Baby, they got a lawsuit. He got another one. He caught another one, honey. And this is with the Haitians. I told y'all. Oh, we gonna get it to Clay Higgins, his homie. I told y'all. Y'all be careful what you say about them because they gonna strike and they're doing, baby. Hmm. Let's get into this. So him and JD Vance has a lawsuit. And we're gonna get into why that tweet with Clay Higgins and what he said. Let me go to the beginning. The leader of Haitian Bridge Alliance, a nonprofit advocating for the Haitian immigrants, has taken legal action against former President Donald Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance. The organization is accusing them of spreading dangerous and unfounded claims that immigrations in Springfield, Ohio were abducting in pets, according to Chandra Law Firm representing the nonprofit. The charges filed Clark County Municipal Court. We are based on a little known Ohio statute that allows private citizens to file complaints. The Haitian Bridge Alliance claims Trump and Vance inflammatory statements have caused waves of chaos and fear in the local community, including beat threats and major disruptions of public services. Here's a breakdown of the charges. This disrupting public services, allegedly initiating beat threats and public panic that led to severe disruptions in Springfield, making false alarms, repeatedly spreading rebuked rumors, and cause unnecessary fear in the community. Telecommunications harassment, using media platforms to spread lies and fear, causing widespread panic. Aggravated menacing, making intimidating and threatening statements with an intent to harass the local Haitian community. Complicity in violating the law, working together to perpetrate falsehoods and that injured the lives and safety of Springfield residents. Shall we go more? The nonprofit's legal team, okay, is urging the court to affirm these charges, issue warrant arrest for Trump and JD Vance. Baby, this is your second. Honey, this is it. I told y'all leave them folks alone. You know what? Shout out to Haiti and shout out to the Haitians. Let me tell you something. If you don't know Haitian history, I don't care if it's Trinidad history, Jamaican history. If you don't know how them folks fought, baby, and how they can fight, if they can fight the French over them, they can fight you too, sir. You are not gonna be part of a war with them. Oh, baby, they like to go to war, and they gonna make sure these two get some time. I don't know why he thinks he's above the law, but he is. So his homie Clay has something to say. Now, Clay, now I want y'all to listen because y'all got mad at New Orleans. Y'all got mad at Jay-Z because he made the decision. But we know why. But they also said that he didn't just make it by himself. There was some talks. Guess who was over the state for Louisiana? Guess why Louisiana got Bibles in their schools and morals on the wall? And I say that is manipulation. Y'all thought I was lying. This man here, Mr. Higgins, Clay Higgins. You want me to tell you why I believe Clay Higgins is lying? You want me to tell you why I believe he sat here and used his white supremacy? Yeah, I said it. He used it to sit here and play Louisiana with that mess. That is manipulation. And I knew it was coming of exposure. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. So Clay Higgins went on a tweet, a rampage. It was disgusting. Laugh out loud. These Haitians are wild. Eating nasty country in the Western Hemisphere. Cults, slapstick gangsters. But if they don't feel all sophisticated now, filing charges against our president and VP, all these thugs better get their mind right. in there out of our country before January 20th. I'll wait. I'll wait. I want y'all to get it. I'll wait. Oh, it's a good idea they teaching them babies morals. It's a good idea they learning the commandments. But you giving them below 18 guns. That was a setup, and I said it and I meant it. Here's the thing. This man can't have no morals and follow the Bible because you love thy neighbor. You love thy neighbor. Yes, we're all a work in progress. Yes, we all God's people, we work on flesh. But when you sit here and manipulate the children, not just manipulate them and put pew pew in their hands to set them up, that is a problem. But you sit here and you say stuff like this and you spew hate. This is what people were talking about. Y'all didn't pay attention when Juvenile said what he said, and he meant what he said because he know who is over Louisiana. If you don't get your butt up and vote, I don't know what to tell you because these are the men that are getting in these laws and getting in trouble and also doing stuff like, oh, we're going to get into what they're doing, and we're going to get into something else too. And we're going to get into what they're doing, and we're going to talk about how Marcellus Williams was part of this situation and how they knew what they were doing. Oh, we're going to get into it because y'all really want to play in that like this ain't really what's going on and try to hide with rose-colored glasses, but y'all really ain't peeping game, and that is a problem. Everybody in that White House and senators and Congress office is pissed. Oh, we're gonna get into Supreme Court and how I told y'all the truth. Because y'all thought I was lying. And I ain't never lied. Might have lied about some things. I was a little petty. But when it comes to real life stuff, and I want y'all to know I'm not gonna lie. Now, this is from Louis Frankel. Racist and harmful, hateful rhetoric has a place in our society, period. Stereotyping and violating an entire nation out of ignorance and prejudice is not only wrong, but it fuels division and endangers lives. Haitians live like every group of people deserve respect, dignity, and fair statement. Representative Frankel, the diversity and contributions of the Haitian community enrich our country, and it does. We must forcefully reject all forms of hate and work toward unity, rejecting an attempt to dehumanize others. This man has talked about the Latinos, the Mexicans, the Venezuelans, the Puerto Ricans. He's the reason why Asian had the most Asian hate in LA during his term. But y'all thought I was lying. Y'all black men, I don't give a darn what this man tell y'all. If y'all don't pick up y'all pick up your phone and Google and text them hoes on the street or text them niggas come meet up and hang out. Y'all need to sit here and Google and what's really what this woman has really done and not be afraid. You should not be intimidated because this man is not for you. Him either. Because while you sitting here thinking she gonna put y'all in jail, y'all so scared she's not gonna put you in jail. She has made LA one of the cities, one of the California, one of the states to be have y'all favorite recreational without a charge. Okay. Number two, she's done a lot while y'all sitting here being scared. These men are gonna put y'all with women y'all don't want to be with. They're gonna set you up to be married or child support. So get it together. They the ones that go put y'all in. Not only that, I want to talk about this. And this gonna tie into everything, and then we're gonna move forward to turkey leg cut because I know y'all ready for it. This man was unalive for something he did not do. There were thousands of people showing up to send letters to the Supreme Court of Justice, which is by 8 people, 6 are Trump people. And we have told y'all to vote them out. And I'm gonna play a video what his sister had to say because baby, she's been saying what I've been saying for the longest since this election started. Um, This man lost his life. But what I noticed was he noticed that, how can I say this? Even though he lost his life, he knew God was in control, and he knew that his life was to make us pay attention. This man didn't do nothing. There were thousands of people went to the Supreme Court. When I say them things were shut down, I even signed it. The Supreme Court of Justice in the White House. The same two that fight for us, that's not team whatever orange man, sat here and said, yeah, don't let him be unalive. You know what the rest of them said? No. They said no. I'm gonna play what his sister had to say. And she said the most truthfulest thing. His son said things. His son had said, hey, and his family had said, hey, we don't want y'all to protest. We don't want you guys to fight the cops in Missouri. We want you guys to just do what you're supposed to do come November. Get out and vote. Not just vote for presidents, vote for Congress, vote for senators, vote for Supreme Court, vote for people that's going to be for you. Don't vote for people that is not, right? So I'm going to play this and I'm going to come back with more commentary. Oh, well, hold on, y'all. I didn't go to the video. I'm sorry. I want y'all to pay attention. Don't leave. Pay attention.
If Kamala really fought with the black community, why she didn't do?
Good morning. I am actually speaking to you from the state of Missouri, the state that murdered my brother Marcellus Williams. And here's the first thing I'm going to address. I am a little tired of seeing black TikTokers get online and spreading misinformation. You are doing the work of the white supremacists. That's what you're doing. And it is amazing that most of the people who are getting up with misinformation also seem to have Trump 2020, 2024 in their hashtags. Let me tell you something. First of all, if you have Trump 2024 in your hashtags, please do not lecture us about Black Lives Matter. Because like my governor who helped murder Marcellus Williams, he did pretty much like Trump signed the death certificate of, I don't know if you remember, 5 young black men called the Central Park 5, even after they were found innocent. You're talking about the same man who's weakening the Voting Rights Act. Let's talk about Black lives. And here's the thing. This shouldn't even be about Kamala, nor should it be about Trump, but you're making it about it. Black lives are not political pawn chips for you all to get clicks on here. This is not a game to those of us who have actually done the work and done just a little bit more than get on TikTok and pontificate about absolutely nothing. If you want meaningful change in Missouri, the first thing you all need to do is stop sitting out elections and saying voting doesn't matter. Because do you know how the murderers of Marcellus Williams got into office? They were voted in by extremists. They were voted in by people who come every day, come often, and come all day. They don't care if there's an election for dog catcher. They are out here voting, and they are voting for their lives. And I need black folks to get up and start voting for their lives in a meaningful way. Let's stop all this bickering on. You're talk about what Kamala Harris could have done. What you can do, and I'm going to tell you what meaningful change is. Register to vote. The deadline is October 9th. Make sure you have proper ID because they will be cheating this time around. Because when they are afraid, they cheat. Make sure you have proper identification. Next, you vote for Attorney General Elad Gross. Our current Attorney General, Andrew Bailey, helped murder our brother by resisting any way for evidence to come to surface. And he's not only done that for black prisoners, he's done that for other non-white prisoners. He resisted the opportunity for their evidence to be heard, but he had enough sense to sit up and actually file a lawsuit for Donald Trump to get off the hook. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about our waste in taxpayer time and dollars. Governor, Attorney General Andrew Bailey helped murder our brother Marcellus Williams, and you can vote him out of office in November coming up. Vote for Elad Gross for Attorney General. Your next move is Governor. Crystal Quaid, I will put both of their names in the comment section. And Crystal Quaid stands up for all people, all rights. say this again. These are your action steps if you live in Missouri. I want you to register to vote. I want you to vote for Eli Gross for Attorney General. And I want you to vote for Crystal Quaid. You have a blessed day. And I would like to supremacist.
Now, I want North Carolina, and I want all the states to pay attention. And they're starting with them. It's probably more states. I'm going to talk about that more tomorrow because I know everybody has said, "Oh, I registered." Please check because they had a voter purge. She didn't lie in that video. They had a voter purge in North Carolina for 747,000 voters removed after GOP lawsuit. One man said his wife has to go back and file for a voter's registration. Florida, all the states, the United States that are voting, please vote. I'm here in Texas and I see something with Garland that people can't reach Garland courthouse for their court dates. They're not answering the phone. Judges don't care. Texas, y'all got a woman fighting for y'all. Texas, vote. Georgia, you need a new representative. Vote. They're trying to take away the privilege because they feel like if he wins, they're trying to harm it. So he wins, we don't have to vote anymore. They don't have to go through these issues with voting and all these things because they want to be in control of what we do. They don't care if they're a criminal or not. They want them to still sit in them chairs and they want to put a leash on your neck. I'm just being honest. So double check. I'm gonna double check mine. They are doing purging. I wish they would. I wish they. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm gonna wish they would. Type of girl. I wish you would. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch it. Cause baby, I'm gonna call you out on this platform. Don't touch my stuff. I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna weigh you out from kingdom come. And you gonna be praying to Jesus why I'm not gonna stop. So y'all go out there and make sure you are registered. Y'all see what Cardi did. But make sure you are registered. Now we're gonna move on to a little more drama. Baby, we got a lot to talk about. I hope y'all ready. Baby, so we delete tweets. We delete tweets, Cardi. Bel Khalees Almazar. Like, okay, so y'all remember Bia came out. And shout out to the girls on IG. Y'all remember Bia came out and Cardi say be a lot because that's not the man she talked about. Remember, it was like, oh, I heard about on the street that you're cheating on your husband. She in married people business, Bia. Go sit down over there. You want to mind your business. So he said, y'all remember he asked her. He said, oh, you out here doing stuff with my baby in your stomach. And she said, and then, and then. She said, "Oh, baby, trying to side with the ops is never a good look. I started talking to on June 24th. Didn't tell you I would spill my own tea." He said, "Cap, hold on." So he said, "I always get the last laugh, even if it's with your sister." Now, remember I told y'all he said, "Oh, you the baby mama. He won. He don't want her. Everybody know it, right?" Oh, that yeah. He said all that. So she goes, "You cheated on me 5 years. The only difference is you got caught. I didn't. You didn't one but hurt if you knew the relationship me and Takeoff had before he passed. Rest in peace to the only ninja from the group I miss. The real ninja from the group I miss." So he ain't say nothing. So we'd find out that was clap, right? So she released it to text messages. And he said, okay, I'm gonna read with cautious because I don't want to be flagged. Everybody could see I don't want you. Face boy, please. He said, "You don't want me?" She said, "Not really." "Okay, you want somebody else?" She said, "Offset and please." "Okay, I'll leave you alone. Please, have a good night. I just wanted to know, can I with you on the phone?" A lot of people weighing in on this situation. So take our brother saw what Offset said. When he said, hold on, let me see if I can find it, y'all. I gotta start putting my stuff in order. Y'all don't drag me. He said that he should have learned, the bros told him and everybody told him and that for. And take our brother said this. Shout out to They Put Talk. He said, this Offset said, listen to your people and take. And the bros told me. His take our brother said, my brother ain't tell him ish, let my twin rest. So he like, listen, my brother ain't tell you nothing. I don't know why you put my brother in this. Now, one thing take our brother didn't do, he didn't knock off what Cardi B said, because all them texts they deleted. Now I believe they deleted it because basically they have to go to court, okay? And they're going to use this whole situation in their divorce. Okay. So let me explain something to y'all. For the people who say Cardi could lose everything. Cause we're gonna get to another woman who I feel like could lose everything because her husband doing this divorce. We're gonna get into that later. The thing with Georgia is Georgia sides with the parents, with the wife. Now, if this goes well, okay, Georgia will say, hey, listen, um, we need to sit down, get an understanding of basically get an understanding of who's going to have what. So from what I'm understanding, they have been separated for a long time, almost a year, okay? Now I'm gonna give y'all a little something. Cardi is in New York City. Offset is allegedly in Georgia. They're not together. They have not been together. They meet up for the children. Therefore, so the thing is with Georgia is y'all see how Portia Williams and Simon divorce is playing out. You're seeing how Tyrese and his wife's divorce is playing out, right? Well, his ex-wife, okay? Samantha. So there's going to be a discussion of, okay, you guys have properties. What accounts do you share? What do you have that needs to be done? Now he can say he don't want her. Yeah, everybody said, well, he treated her wrong. He showed her. You're right. He showed her. But every time she filed for divorce, have y'all noticed she always end up pregnant? Remember when she was pregnant with Wave, she was filing for divorce. Pregnant with Culture, she was filing for divorce. So he knows that in the state of Georgia, until the baby is here and that baby is well, divorce proceeding will start. So he felt like, okay, I have a 9-month time. She found out she pregnant. I have time to go ahead and act like I'm the great guy. This is why she called him a narcissist. To act like I'm a great guy, do what I have to do, and I can get her to be with me and benefit from it. Even though I don't like her because she has more success than me. That's just how I'm seeing it, allegedly. And that's probably how it was. That's probably how it was taken. Now, he didn't think that she would stick with this divorce this time around after the baby was born because he was there. He tried to be there through the pregnancy. He sent her things to get back on his good side. Cardi said, no, I had enough. Now, I don't believe Cardi slept with anybody, but I do believe that she is talking to someone and she's moving on. Now, once she give up the cat, it's really over. She's saying anything because she like this guy. He got to be a great guy. He got to be taking time because any man would be like, yo, he got to be top notch. Okay, we the same sign. I know. I'm gonna tell you. But with the state of Georgia, if they have properties, the home, what are going to be the decision for the kids? It has been confirmed that that is his child. They have already taken to, confirmation during the court papers that they are because he has that child. Once that child get here and she goes through with the divorce, that child is being added onto child support. The reason why is because the state of Georgia now has said, hey, if you have a fetus in your stomach before your taxes, you have the right to get that child a social security number and claim that child on your taxes. That's what they're saying now. So now, hey, once that baby is born, they don't care if she 2, 3 weeks old. We're gonna start to see how much we can take for child support. Meaning, okay, you have 3 children. They want to know culture schools. Does she have her son? She says she's getting a son in school. I guess daycare. What are the daycare expenses? They want to know, is she paying for private school for culture? Does she pay for a tuition for culture? They're going to want to know that. They're going to want to know, okay, what does your money look like? What does your money look like? Okay, what is your more stability than him? So we're going to leave the child with you. The same thing they did with Samantha and Tyrese. Okay, well, who's going to be on this child insurance? Is the child going to be on your insurance? What medical bills have to be paid? How much is this? How much is that? What are your expenses? What are some bills that has to be aligned so we can know how this is working out with the home? Are you going to sell and split the cost? These are a lot of questions her lawyer is asking. And Offset is probably saying it's too much. Like, I know I have to pay child support. I'm already paying child support for my other children. More child support for 3 kids, more schooling, more this, more that. I don't think she's going to lose this divorce. A lot of people comparing it to Mary J. Blige. What y'all got to understand, Kelly Clarkson, Mary J. Blige, all those women got married in L.A. Nikki Murphy locked up, and as well as Cherie, who is Will Smith's ex-wife. They've locked up in the county of LA. LA has different things. They do not care. Because if you make more than a man, yes, Cardi would have to pay him. But because they got married in the state of Georgia, who does not go by that law, there are some things they're going to go by. Now, will she get money from him? I'm not sure. It depends on what their agreement was in the marriage. She could get some alimony. She could. Now, if she was in North Carolina or South Carolina, well, North Carolina, she would have got plenty of money. But because of that situation, she's got to go through the process. So, understanding LA and Atlanta, Georgia are totally different. Does she? I don't think she will be paying for him to have his lavish lifestyle because they're going to look at some of the things. Now, she say the Atlanta house is in her name and she can pay. Now she's doing what he used to do to her because allegedly they saying that she had to pay for sessions and all that stuff. So now she say, yeah, he could buy it from me. So now she playing his card, like, okay, I got the gun now, I got the pew pew now. It ain't no fun. So Atlanta, Georgia has different proceedings. Now I'm gonna tell you why they deleted them text messages. The reason why they deleted it is because once those text messages, the lawyers are gonna let me tell you something. If Offset lawyer play with them text messages or show this and that, Cardi's lawyer gonna play it and play that part of the tweets, okay, the tweets, and not texting but tweets. One thing about Georgia, they don't play. If you have to co-parent with your ex-husband or your ex-wife, you're basically going to have to sit here and they want you to play nice for the children's sake. For the children's sake. So, okay, remember when Tyrese and Samantha went to court and they was like, listen, you both don't need to talk bad about each other. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. LaTruth too. You both can't talk bad about each other with Mr. LaTruth and Brianna. We have respect. That's how Georgia plays. For the sake of the child, this is how it's going to go day forward because they don't want the child to feel like she is torn, he or she or them are torn between the parents and pick a sides. That cause problems for the child. They cause therapy for the child. Then when you talk bad about they don't like that. Georgia is not about to play about no kids, and they're not about to play about the mental health of no children. So that is what's really going on now. I believe Offset is a little upset and played that card because number one, she not coming back, and number two, whatever that lawyer agreed to, whatever the lawyers found for agreeing upon, he has to go by that, and it has to go. It's not. I don't believe. This divorce is going in his favor right now. So he had to do something. And she don't want him back to stop the divorce. Something had to be done. So I wish them both the best. Listen, Offset been cheating on her the whole time. And we've got proof of that. We've had proof of that. And this is what somebody said. They said Cardi told Offset, of course, you're gonna F my ops. You don't have any integrity. She did, because he don't have any integrity and morals. He didn't respect the marriage. I feel like even if he was to get with somebody else, everybody said he ate because he said she won and she knew. Okay, they both ate. But let's be honest, let's be clear. Offset has a cheating thing with him. This is not the first time I've heard about him cheating. All his baby mothers have said he cheats and very disrespectful. Whoever Offset get with or deal with is going to be a repeat of him cheating. He can't stop cheating. So he's not going to stop cheating. He's going to do this stuff. I don't think he is. I think Cardi should take time to heal, enjoy being single, enjoy the album. That's why I think she's not putting this guy out there because she don't know where it's going to go. She just enjoying the fun, and she has the right to do so. And I mean, it is what it is. You cheated the whole time. We have watched this girl go through lawsuits. We have watched this girl go through cheating and going crashing out on the internet. It's too much. They will never be back together. Whatever memories y'all had of them together, savor it. Will they be great parents to their children? Absolutely. But she was making sure she put the icing on the cake and nailed that coffin down because she don't want to go back. And if she lied and said she did, yeah, because she don't want to go back. Let me tell you something. We can love somebody to the death. We don't care how a bad person they is. We just want you to be better. But when you don't want that for yourself and you keep playing in our face and taking our kindness for weakness, we start to not like you. In this Libra season, y'all know we don't like you anymore. Everything you do makes us want to vomit. It's over. It's for real this time. So I give my prayers to her and her man. Well, her ex-man, honey, her baby daddy. All right, y'all. Oh, Jesus Lord. I don't know how much Nikia, girl. I was rooting for you. What is going? Baby, let me tell you something. Nakia, ever since you left that man and you put him in position, he done started a restaurant. He done used turkey leg cut in his trunk driving feet. Baby, he did all that to start a restaurant. Yeah, her ex-husband. That ain't her ex-husband. We're going to talk about James Fortune and his wife and what they put into the turkey leg cut. He started all of that. And see, this is why you can't deal with men that don't like you, because now you in legal fees. You stuck with the bill. You stuck with this and that. It's a mess. Nakia Holmes hadn't been on social media. I'm praying for her. Everybody was like, oh, we see who the real problem was. It wasn't Lynn, it was Nakia. No. Lynn was doing stuff he had no business to. Let's call a spade a spade. Lynn out here done did stuff he had no business to, baby. He was scamming and helping and stuff too with that money. So James Fortune and his wife are suing the turkey leg hut for $100,000. Now, James Fortune, as you guys know, is a known gospel singer and that has been here in Texas with his lovely wife. She's so beautiful. Just look at her. Hold on, let me go back to this. Look how pretty she is. She just gorgeous. Look, first of all, we got to talk about how beautiful she is, baby. His wife is gorgeous. I done seen the pictures of her and the kid. We're going to get into that video. James Fortune's wife, Mrs. Fortune, is beautiful. Oh my God. She is gorgeous. And you can tell she got an energy of just being good and loving the people. But just look at her. Let's move forward. It says Fortunes are suing homes through their company J4 Productions LLC. Smart move. Now I've been trying to find the court documents, but I haven't been able to find them. I guess I'm gonna have to wait a little longer for them to pull up, and maybe it's a lot of documents that has to be put in. According to court documents, the Fortunes are entitled to a 50% ownership stake in the Turkey Lake Hut. The Fortunes say they loaned Holmes $100,000 through the company in February 2024, shortly after Holmes announced her divorce from Lindell Lynn Price. We talked about that because I did tell y'all how everything went down. We didn't go into details about how he was doing that. Mr. Lynn allegedly was being with the workers and owing money, all this stuff. But let's continue. Interview. The Fortune said that with the Kate Houston TV. Fortune said initial investments was actually 100,000, and the total investments was all over 300,000. The Fortunes told the station that Holmes asked them to pay for restaurant supplies using their personal credit card and even pay employee salary. Now I'm going to play the video of that interview, y'all. I don't have it on here. So basically, initially, he sat here and he said, "Hey." All right, let me upload it. So as we're uploading, we're gonna get into it. I thought I uploaded it on here. So basically, she's saying that she asked her to help for some things. She helped her with the supplies when they were, remember that time I told y'all that some of the associates did not get paid. They saying that James Fortune and his wife sent the money to her to pay the employees. They distributed it out. That they were helping them with the money that they did not get paid. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna tell y'all it's very news to me. Now a lot of people was like, "Oh, you pick a side." I'm not, because I said they both have some tendencies of doing the things that they do with running business. I'm not sure if they know the entitle of running business. I'm not sure what the deal is, but ever since it seems like, Nakia has fired her ex-husband, that things have been falling apart. I've heard that he had a whole turkey leg hut tour, even there was a TikToker that was talking about it, and come to find out that the turkey leg hut food trucks he had took and kept from turkey leg hut, and turkey leg hut didn't get that money and they lost money. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure. Now, excuse me, I went to go look for their divorce documents. I guess they have it hidden until the divorce is over. And there's some things in there that she don't want to come out. But James Fortune and his wife were like, listen, we were friends. And his wife is saying she felt like, she messed up their friendship. She was a good friend to her. She, was there when she needed her, and she felt like she took money from her, and it just messed up their friendship. It got worse. So from 100,000 to 300,000. Now y'all remember Nakia also has that lawsuit with somebody else she was in business with for 100 and something $1 million. And she was left with that because she kept the restaurant. The restaurant has been closed down, and therefore. So I'm gonna play this clip, y'all. It's a mess, and we're going to get right back into it.
But first tonight, more legal trouble for Houston's well-known turkey leg hut.
A Grammy-nominated gospel singer James Fortune and his wife are now suing the restaurant's owner over claims they put more than $300,000 into the restaurant and are now out of the money. Sherman Chow joins us live with the story you'll see only on KHU. This is just the latest problem for this popular restaurant.
It is indeed, Mia. We are outside of Turkey Lake Hut, which remains closed because of 35 health department code violations. And now a new lawsuit has been filed, and we are learning exclusively that a nationally known gospel artist says he and his wife have been violated too. James Fortune, gospel singer, husband, and investor. In 2018, he and wife Raquel met Nakia and Lindell Price at the Price's popular Third Ward restaurant. Turkey Leg Hut seemed the epitome of success.
We go to their home. We spend time, our kids interacted with each other.
Then last December, as the Prices were in the throes of a contentious divorce, the Fortunes say they loaned Nakia, as the restaurant's owner, $100,000. 2 months later, Raquel says Nakia phoned.
She was hysterical because the comptrollers were physically there to seize assets, and so she needed financial assistance immediately.
The Fortunes then say they put in $180,000 for 15% ownership of the Turkey Leg Hut. The next month, the Fortunes tell us Nakia couldn't pay bills.
So she asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business.
The Fortunes say they spent thousands paying for food supplies and services. Then, on March 26th, Turkey Leg Hut filed for bankruptcy, declaring less than $50,000 in assets.
By then, we're, $300,000 in. Bankruptcy was filed a month after we had given that money. We come to find out there's millions in debt now.
Over the past several weeks, I went to the Turkey Leg Hut, contacted employees, attorneys, and Nakia Holmes requesting an interview, which she declined. The Fortunes say in hopes of keeping the restaurant afloat, they even paid some employees when Turkey Leg Hut did not.
Did you take a business risk and it just didn't work out, as opposed to something more nefarious?
I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas. It's no words to describe the level of pain, hurt, and frustrations.
The Fortunes say they put in nearly $400,000 into the restaurant. Now they are suing and praying in hopes of getting their money back. Now, we should note that some of the players in this ongoing Turkey Leg Hut drama do have criminal convictions, including James Fortune. Those are from several years past and are unrelated to Turkey Leg Hut and this lawsuit. I did contact Nakia Holmes yesterday again for comment. Her representative declined a response. We're live here in the Third Ward. Shern Min Chow, KHOU 11 News.
So much going on. Shern Min, thank you.
Okay, it is a lot going on. That news anchor ain't lying. It's a lot going on. Do I think his wife and Nakia would get back on good terms? It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. It's very unfortunate because she got a lot going on. And I was like, oh, she's not on social media. Usually she talk about it. The warehouse burning down, code violations, owing your friend. It's a lot. So I don't think they'll ever be friends again. I think they'll be cordial, but I don't know if they'll be friends. I feel like that her and Nakia will be friends again? No, but do they probably will be. It's gonna take some time. I put it there, I don't know. But do I believe that they'll have business dealing with each other? Absolutely not. I don't think she'll ever be there like that for her. And it's very unfortunate. I send my prayers to everybody. I hope everybody get their legal finances together and get things done. Everybody was loving the turkey leg hut. Some people didn't like it. I never got a chance to try it. And I was wondering why I couldn't take my butt 3 hours down there to try it. But I get it. I get it. I send my prayers because it's a lot going on. But just keep their head up on the head of the swivel. Everybody be good. All right, before I end, we gonna get into something I found out. So this morning, Atlanta, ain't nobody been on the thing to let me know. Pee Wee Longway has been arrested, y'all. Pee Wee Longway. So this is the I don't know how y'all arrested him and it was flooded out there. Y'all had listen, they don't give a darn. So this is Pee Wee Longway, okay? He is a kind of like an underground rapper of Atlanta. Now shout out to H NHH, okay? So I need to put myself in order, y'all. So it says, we're gonna read it together. It says Pee Wee Longway has reportedly been arrested following rug raids conducted in Georgia. In a massive operation dubbed Sweet Silence, Muskogee County law enforcement, alongside federal agencies, executed a series of raids that have rocked Columbus, Georgia. According to WRBL, the bust, which involved the FBI, DEA, and local agency, resulted in the arrest of over 100 suspects. Moreover, the police revealed the seizure of Ruggs firearms and cash worth millions. Pee Wee Longway was reportedly among those arrested and accused of being involved in the operation. The scope of the investigation targets local street gangs and rug networks operating in the region. Here's a breakdown of the key details surrounding this massive bust. Okay, let me see. No, we're going too far. Let's go back. Massive law enforcement presence. Early Thursday morning, over 250 agents, including 7 FBI SWAT teams, descended on Columbus in a coordinated effort to take down high-profile targets. The sheer scale of the operation highlights the severity of the drug problem plaguing the city. However, suspects considered armed and dangerous were apprehended. Authorities believe this marked a major victory in the fight against violent crime in the area. Moreover, local law enforcement worked aside federal partners to ensure the operation was properly executed. A 2-year investigation unveiled. The raid was part of a long-standing investigation that began 2 years ago under Muskogee, I hope I said it right, County Sheriff's Office. They explained in press conference that Operation Sweet Silence sought to dismantle the criminal street gangs and further disrupt large-scale trafficking in the Columbus area. According to Chef Greg Countryman, the Zonanist and Crip gangs were the primary focus of the bust, with authorities determined to cut off, hold on, y'all, their control over local markets. Furthermore, Countryman emphasized that this is just the beginning, starting our work is not done, as the investigation is expected to result in more arrests. Okay, now we're gonna get into the details, honey. Okay, so it says publication reported that rapper Pee Wee Longway, real name Quincy Williams, was among those arrested in connection with the operation. However, Vice notes that his name doesn't appear on the press release of the indictment. So far, information about his charge and alleged involvement remains scarce. Okay. The bust lead to seizure of staggering $280 million worth of Ruggs firearms and cash. Authorities revealed in extensive haul during a press conference, providing a detailed breakdown of the items seized. So it's 155 firearms, which is worth 273,433 433,000 in U.S. currency, 490 pounds of valued at 22.4 million. 57.21 kilos, valued at 5.7 million. 7.1 kilos of fentanyl, valued at $707,273,000. Okay. 55.248 pounds of grass, valued at 250 million. 1.3 kilos, valued at 130,859,000. GHB, we talked about GHB. Valued at 267,152. Shrooms valued at 1,511 and 116,000. We talked about GHB, did we? We talked about GHB. Who we talked about GHB to? About? I'm gonna say this. Something ain't right in the sauce. Something ain't right in the sauce. This is the second indictment dealing with those kind of things. And allegedly, I feel like it's a lot for the I don't. We'll see. We gotta wait because this is weird. More as this unravel, I think I know where they're going with this, and I think I know where they're trying to go with this. Um, I'm not gonna say yet. We gonna wait to see how it play out because this is very telling. But yeah, he that's a if he get faced with that because of who he is, that think okay. Allegedly, they're gonna think he's the ringleader, and what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna try to tie it to what I think they're gonna tie it with, and they're gonna try to sentence him for a very long time, meaning he's gone. His apply people that he had are probably going to get some sentences, but he's going to get the most because that's who they really wanted. They didn't really care about them other people. They'll get less charges allegedly, but they're gonna make sure they make an example out of him too. Here is the thing. This is close to one of the fights of our lives. So we have so much going on that's around it's surrounding everybody that we don't think of. And I want to tell y'all be cautious because it's going to be a lot of things coming out this year into next year. I've said this before and I say it again. We going to get some tea and we going to be busy playing it. So I will get more updates on how this is gonna go down. Like I said, and y'all probably gonna feel the same way. This is tied to that. Everybody thought Eric Adams was tied to that, and that was no. He was tied to the bling bling pastor. Okay, the scammer. So, we'll see how this play out. I will wait to get more information. I'm gonna try to find the indictments. Tomorrow we're gonna do a part two with the turkey leg cut. I want the court documents. I want to read it out to y'all and see how this lawsuit is gonna play out as well. Now, I believe, before we go, I believe that this is their way of saying, hey, before we file and go through with our lawsuit, we need to figure something out. That's what I think Turkey Leg Cut is doing. Um, I'm going to read I'm going to do it's going to be a video for his court documents because it's a lot, but I'm going to take the important stuff and we're going to talk about it. I'm not sure if Lorenzo has a document. We're going to look that up. That's going to be our part two live, and the part two live will also be contributed because Cardi B them is chilling, they resting. We ain't gonna hear no more from them for like a couple of months. Then with Pee Wee Long Way. So we're going to see if we can find his court documents tomorrow. We're gonna discuss the charges that he has as well. Hopefully I can look into it with Columbus, Georgia, Harris County, which is in Houston for the lawsuit. Is very hard to find. You have to comb through. But we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm so glad you guys came. Hope you guys have fun. Don't forget, starting the first. Yes, I will be doing more videos, but starting the first, you're gonna get scary story videos, okay? I will be releasing them. My birthday is next Thursday. Yay. I will be doing a video on that day as well. I hope you guys have a great Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow. We are ending the live. Yeah, just be ready because we're gonna talk about the Amara situation. Kim Barbie releasing Amara audio with Cardi, honey. All right, see you guys later. Yeah, y'all heard me right. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna wait till Amara come out and say what he got to say about it, and then we're gonna talk about it because I want to hear his side and I want him to tell his part because that's my boy. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves and a great fall. Later.